Today we welcome Officer Teawanda Wrespress to our second World Changing 101. Many of us know her as Officer T. You may have seen her in the halls because she is one of our Shortridge police officers, and she is now a sergeant. Hello, Sergeant T. Okay, so first let's talk about life here at Shortridge. How do you feel about starting your second year here at Shortridge?
At first, I was a little nervous because I am a sergeant now, so it's a lot different. I have leadership responsibilities, but honestly, seeing you kids again, I miss you guys, so it's all good. I like it.
And we miss you too. What are some positive things you learned about teens from being an officer at Shortridge?
Some of the things that I learned,
Positive things.
positive things. Okay. I learned that I can actually have a positive impact with kids. I learned to say sorry to kids. I've had a situation where a kid felt, that something was done wrong, and he told me that I could have done that differently for him, and I saw his perspective, and so I was able to apologize. And I can never say I probably wouldn't have done that if I was back home in Louisiana, but here it's a lot different. So I'm actually able to apologize to kids. So that's very positive for me.
Yeah. Well, we have some new officers at Shortridge this year. Can you talk a little bit about who they are?
Oh, first we had Officer Sai. So he's not new to law enforcement, but this was his first year with IPS. He really enjoyed you guys. I think he missed you guys a little bit. Then we have Officer Thompson. He is our new officer. He's usually on the second and third floor. He's a little quiet, but he's a police officer, so you never really know what he's really thinking about. But he's a pretty cool guy. He's new to the force. I think he was a college university officer before coming here, so he's not too new.
Yeah. So what are a few misconceptions students have about you? About what you do?
About why I do what I do?
About what you do. Oh, yeah.
I think some of the misconceptions is what we all see on social media. And so you see the uniforms that match the actions, and you begin to think if that person wears a uniform, they do the same thing. But I can say for me, and I can say for Officer Thompson, I worked with him for a while. We don't. We are not like the normal officers that you see. We're here because we want to make an impact, and we want you guys to get out of school, know your rights, and graduate.
Yeah. Do you think being a young adult in your position is a help or a hindrance?
I think it's a help. I think that the younger I am, that I can pull in the younger generation. So I would say it's helpful.
Yeah. So what made you decide to become a police officer?
I remember being younger, I didn't have the best livelihood growing up, and there was a police officer that pretty much took me in under his wings as he was doing an investigation with my parents, and I felt really safe. So that pretty much made me, I said, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a police officer too. And so I've been one for 7 years now.
Yeah. So you always knew you wanted to be a police officer?
Exactly. I didn't think at first I wanted to kind of be cute in uniform, but that got destroyed quickly.
As an officer, what do you believe are your strengths that help you do your job?
I believe impact is one. I am also Christian, so I do believe that God helps me daily do my job. I believe what you guys see every single day. I can't go out there and do what I want to do. So you guys also help me do my job. So I think you guys are my strengths too.
What do you think is the best part of your job?
You all. You make it a little easy for me, because if I just had work to do all day long, I think I would be bored.
Okay, but what's the hardest job of your job?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What's the hardest part of your job?
I think the hardest part is to be a disciplinary action towards behaviors. That's really hard for me, is because I know that sometimes we all act off of impulse. And so to act off impulse, and it comes into your behaviors and into your actions. It causes me to be, stern or disciplinary action towards your life, and it's really hard because I don't want you to be upset, but you also have to take responsibility for your actions as well.
Yeah. What is that motivation that keeps you going every day for your job?
I think my motivation are the kids that have already graduated, and to be told, thank you, Officer T. I was an officer then. To be told, thank you. That's a motivation because I get to see you graduate and become an adult, and hopefully I have a really big impact in your life when you get older and you have kids or whatever. Hopefully I can be that impact in your life.
So far, what's the best memory or moment you have as a Shortridge officer? So,
The best moments. There's so many. There's so many. I think the talent show was pretty fun to see Principal Salmon on that wrecking ball the way I did. That was pretty fun.
So how do you handle stress from the type of work you do?
First, I need to know my job, so it won't stress me out. Like I said, I am also Christian, so I do pray. I play basketball, I play piano, I paint. So I just go outside and just have fun. I'm kind of like one of the guys. I'll play basketball with some of the guys here, and they'll try to cross me, but I don't think anybody won that yet. So, but if they want to, I mean, I'm here for it.
So what advice can you give to students who would like a career in law enforcement?
I would say go for it. I feel that if you feel that you can make a change in your own life, then you can make a change in someone else's too. And our generation needs that. And the generation after the next will need it. And we need it. I don't have kids yet, but if I do, I would like you to be that impact for my children. So go for it.
So for our seniors, what is something important you want us to understand as we start heading up into adulthood?
I would say read your law books. I would say if you have any questions or scenarios and wanting to know your rights or what you can do with police presence, I'm here for it. I want to teach you. I want you to know what to do if you were to get stopped. I want you to know your rights. Everyone isn't like me. Everyone isn't like Officer Thompson upstairs. So I want you to know what it is that you can do to evade something that could possibly happen. I know the media scares you all. I get it. But I want to be that officer that can help you across and help you graduate and help you have a healthy adult lifehood.
Thank you. What do you like to do in your free time, and what are some of your hobbies?
Basketball. I like playing football. Just don't tackle me. I got like one bad knee, so don't do that. I like to go home. I'm from Louisiana, so we like to eat crawfish, boudin, goulash. I'm pretty sure y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. But I love to eat. That's a hobby too. And I also like to play the piano. I sing a little bit. Do not ask me to sing.
Too bad for that. Too bad. So too bad.
And I paint, and that's pretty much it.
Do you have a favorite quote, book, poem, or song that gives you inspiration to succeed?
What's crazy is I don't read much. I don't really like to read unless I have to learn something. I don't really read quotes unless I'm on TikTok or something. I read.
Yeah.
But not really.
No. Okay. Well, is there a person you look up for inspiration or motivation?
I used to look up to my older sergeant in Louisiana. His name was Burton, and so I used to look up to him. He was like everybody's father at our department. He was my desk sergeant. Before I went into the academy, he passed away like the day after I went to my academy, and he was just so helpful and just, telling me that I would make it. He was like, even though you're little, just like a stick, you're going to make it. You're going to be a great officer. So I always look up to what he said and what he taught me when I was in his presence.
That's good. So how would you like to see social media used by the students?
I would like our students to post us more, post interactions with us, just to let, the freshmen that are coming after, this year to know that you're coming to a good school. This is a good school. We do our best to keep you safe, and we also have a relationship with you all, and we interact with y'all on a much different level than I've seen other officers. So
If you could tell students now what to do or not to do from your own high school experience, what would it be?
don't fight. I used to fight. I used to fight all the time because I was so little. I felt that fighting was the answer to keep people away from me. So I would fight all the time. I was a little bully, but I got in trouble so many times. I got suspended several times. And then my mom would catch me later. So y'all could just imagine how that probably went.
Oh, I would never think that of you.
I know, right?
Is there anything else you want to know about you? Oh, is there anything else you want us to know about you or want to share with our students?
I just think I'm just pretty laid back. I'm pretty chilled. You don't have to be cautious to come to me. Or you don't have to, oh, she's a sergeant. No, she doesn't interact. I love my kids. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. At the end of the day, if something were to happen, I'm gonna always be here. So don't hesitate to shake my hand or tell me something about, what you feel I could do better. I need that. You guys can tell me anything, and I'll take heed to it.
Well, we have some questions from the student body, and one says, what state or country do you want to visit that you haven't gone to yet?
I want to visit. I don't know, the way the world is now, I'm a little scared. So I wanted to visit Paris, but
Paris.
I heard it wasn't that pretty.
Yeah, yeah. So what's your favorite food and why do you recommend it?
Food, crawfish. I love crawfish. It's just, it's a Louisiana culture food, so I love it. And I think everybody should try it at least once.
Crawfish.
And it's not even seafood. It's at all. It doesn't even taste like seafood. It tastes like food.
Well, I've never tried it, so I might try it. So what movie would you watch over and over again and why?
Princess and the Frog. Don't judge me.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie, yeah.
I love that movie.
So we know you have an amazing singing voice. So could you rap this World Changing 101 with a song of your choice?
A song of my choice. I wasn't even ready. And I'm like looking on my phone. Y'all want to sing some Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Let's see Rihanna. Did you guys see an interview where they said Rihanna sounds like she's always just waking up? There's no service in here, so we're going to try to make it work for some lyrics.
Well, while you're looking for a song, we have one more question. How was your experience working in a school setting influence your perspective on law enforcement?
I would say it's a lot harder in schools. I see you guys every single day. So if I were to do something here, I'll see you again. In the streets, or working on patrol, I make an arrest. I could arrest you for whatever reason, and I stand a chance of not seeing you again. But here, I can see you guys every single day. If you're upset, I can see it on your face. If you're mad at me, I can see it on your face. And sometimes I'm just like, but other times I'm just like, I feel like that kid just needed some help, and I'm here for it. I'm here for help. Y'all are you're really gonna wait till I start singing. That's crazy.
We have one more question too, so you're
Okay.
fine. Okay, so last question is, if you could have a conversation with any famous dead or living, who would it be?
Okay, repeat that again.
Uh, if you could have a conversation with any famous dead or living person, who would it be?
I think I want to talk to Prince.
Friends.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love me some Prince. I could sit down and talk to him all day. I just want to hear how do you hit those high notes, Prince? Like, how's that come? How does it come out? Okay, I'm gonna do something simple. So here we go. Let's see. You guys know Rihanna's song. Let's see the name of it. Take a Bow. Who doesn't know that song? If you know it, sing along with me. Okay. Clap your hands, I did. You look so dumb right now. Standing outside my house. Trying to apologize. You're so ugly when you cry. Please, just cut it out. And don't tell me you're sorry, 'cause you're not. Baby, when you know you're only sorry you got caught. 'Cause you put on quite a show. Really had me going. Now it's time to go. Curtains finally closing. I think that's it for me. I don't know if I can hit the rest of the notes.
Thank you. You have an amazing singing voice, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Shortridge, that's all we have for this episode. Stay tuned next time for another edition of Shortridge 101. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
No problem. You guys have a good one.
Bye. Thank you.